Hey guys, it's JFSnakes here, and today I will be doing a video showing you how I edit my videos. The video I will be editing today is the reasons why royal pythons won't eat video. Obviously you guys have already seen that video, and this should be coming out on a Wednesday as a bit of a bonus video. And yeah, we'll get straight into the video. As you can see, I have two editing programs here. I have Final Cut Pro and I have iMovie, but this is what I use because I'm still learning to use this through YouTube tutorials, and I haven't actually made one video with it yet. So this is what I'm using at the moment while I learn to use this, because I've got a few cool ideas that I want to use with Final Cut Pro to make some cool videos, but at the moment I just use iMovie. So if we go here and load up iMovie, I've already imported my clips that I want to use. Well, I've imported a few of them. These ones haven't imported yet. But I suppose we can get started. And yeah, we'll get started with it. And this is the first clip. And then as soon as I do it, I like to keep things like nice and tidy. So now that clip is in the little bar here, I will delete it from here. So then I've only got my next clip. Then I will put that one in. And then I will get rid of it, then scroll along, drag this one in, like this, and then here, like this one, and then I'm going to take the next clip and put it in, and then here we have a few more clips, but I'm just going to get rid of this one. So basically all I'm doing is just sliding in all the clips that are in use in the video. This is before I do any real editing. There we go. And then I think that's the last clip. So then we're going to delete this from here. Yep. And I know from making the video that I included a shed in blue photo. Now I don't think that I have a picture of a royal python in blue. So that's what we're going to Google now. Royal python in shed. Just to get a photo to put in the video. So there we go, this one looks pretty good. Looks like it can be used in the video, so then I'm just going to go save image as, and I'm going to put it in my JFSnakes folder as snake in shed. There we go, that's saved in there. And then we're going to go import and JFSnakes. There it is. I'll move this at a later date. But then, Snake, that's actually really poor quality. See if we can get a better quality photo. If I click this one again, no, it's not going to improve. Like this one. That looks like a good quality picture. Make it full screen. Save images. Override the other one because I don't need that one. So now go back to iMovie and import this new one. Cool. We'll see when we get to it. But now we've got all the clips imported. We are going to start doing something that I like to call clipping, which is where I'll just go through the video, and then anywhere that I make a mistake, which I will show you, I will do a little cut to get rid of it, but I'll need to find one of those first, so I'll see you in a bit. There, you can see it a bit, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay guys, so there you can see that I made my first mistake. I actually said 32 degrees Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinpoint on this little bar the exact place where I said 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I'm going to put in an overlay correcting myself. Show you right here. There, you can see it a bit, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's about here, we'll just go over it again until it says 30. Here. There, you can see it a bit, 30. Okay, so it's about here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to titles. And then I'm going to pick one that just comes up in the box. This isn't the way that I'll usually put in normal text because you can't move this around. However, it's fine for just doing this. So I'm probably going to use this one. Just to go here. and then I'm going to go Celsius. That's not spelled right at all. And I'm going to put a little star, and then I'm going to change it to black. So, there we go. Done. And then when we come back over the video, it should have that little overlay correcting myself.
Show you right here. There, you can see it a bit, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And, or if you're from America, in Fahrenheit, that is about 92 degrees.
So, there we go, that's that fixed. Okay, so now that I've added this little overlay, I'm going to go through it and find where I made a few mistakes. If I just lower this. I'm going to do this so that I don't have like any stops in the video. I don't think I made too many in this video. However, I know where there is one, so we'll cut back to that. Okay, so now I've found a bit where I made a bit of a mistake. I messed up on the wording at the start of the sentence, so I'm going to show you how I remove it.
8. Other reason.
As you can see, I slipped up on the reasons, but the way I do this is I will play it through.
8. Other reason.
So I'll let it play through until I'll start again. So when I start the next sentence,
Other reasons.
as you can see, I said other reasons, but the start bit here, I'll just go split clip and then delete that. So then when this bit here goes through into this bit, you will not know that that even happened.
Why many royals won't eat. Other reasons royal pythons won't feed.
So that happens more than you think, and also bits like this at the end of here.
Because they're still feeding.
So this bit I felt was a bit of useless information, so I'm going to stop it from where I find it was useful, and I'll cut it from there, and then I'll delete this bit.
Now I've moved him back into a rub, and he's currently in another part of the house, away from the scent. But you may be asking the question, well, why doesn't it affect the females? Now, if my females were breeding age and they were breeding weight, it would. However, they are not breeding weight, so they have no interest to breed at the moment because they know that they're not mature enough to breed. So even though they can smell the male, they don't want to breed with him. I hope this makes sense, because Lee is breeding weight, he doesn't know that they're not breeding age. I'm finding it difficult to explain, but hopefully you're understanding it.
Okay, so up to this point now is where I feel what I started to say here was not informational, I suppose, and I was just rambling on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split clip once again, and then just going to delete that, and then this bit will just throw.
I'm finding it difficult to explain, but hopefully you're understanding it. Okay.
And now the next bit of editing that I tend to do is sometimes you can't hear the audio very well. So like in these bits.
Hey guys, it's JFSims here, and today I will.
I'll just get rid of this break here as well. I'm extremely pedantic like that, but that should flow a bit smoother. And also, on clips like this one, the audio is quite a bit lower because I'm quite far away, so I would tend to increase it a bit. And this one as well. There we go. This one maybe as well, 2, 1, 4, 1. This last one, 1, 7, 8. So I'm just giving the audio a bit of a boost. And here I think I make another error. So let's have a look.
And yeah, the next reason.
Oh, I know what this is. This was because I made notes on a piece of paper and I was looking at it. But I don't want this bit of a gap in my video, so I'm just going to cut on either end and take it out. So now it should just flow straight into it.
And yeah, the next reason could be that they are not recognising food when it's...
So as you can see, it flowed straight into it. There was no We'll pause.
Eat it. That could be a reason why they're not eating.
There we go. Looking at my piece of paper again.
The next reason could be that the snake is in it.
Here we go. Split clip. Delete. And there you go. It's no longer flowing into anything. And unless there is one more, I think that could be. There we go. So other than that, I don't think there are any. I do a few more different things. Like sometimes I will put transitions in, which I'm going to do for the purpose of this video. So we'll put in a cross dissolve, which will just go in here. And what this does, if you don't know what a transition is...
They may not eat as well, however it usually applies to the warm end. Now we'll move on to the second reason. Okay, so
that's what a transition is. Instead of going block to the next clip, it kind of merges it. But there's all these ones to choose from, but I only think these two are that good, to be honest. All these make it look a bit amateur, in my opinion. But, yeah, I sometimes do those, and sometimes I'll add, like, some music underneath. But I haven't done that in a while, to be honest. But, so, I have this one. Or I have this one. Or this one. Those are the ones that I tend to use. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little how to edit. I'm also going to add in this picture, which I'll show you, I suppose. I need to find that little bit. I think it's here. And I'll show you how I do this. Okay, this bit.
The reason why they're not eating. The next reason could be that the snake is going into shed. And now anybody that's done their research should realise when their snake is going into shed, the common symptoms of this is that the snake will go very dull, its eyes will go blue, and it will get a pink belly. Picture of a snake in blue.
Okay, so this is where I say that I'll show a picture of a snake in blue. And so here we are, and we're going to take this, we'll take this photo. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it here. Now, if I just leave it like this, which I don't really like...
Blue. This is a picture of a snake in blue.
We could do that, but that doesn't look very professional. So, so what I like to do, if I just lower this so you don't have to hear it, what I like to do is I like to click it, and then instead of having cutaway, I go to picture in picture, like this. And then I will pick it, and then I'll tend to drag it like this. However, I might make it a bit smaller, because it's not the best quality. But now, if I have that, it's still going to do the bit where it kind of like zooms into it, I think. And you see, it still zooms in, which I don't like. So the way that I get rid of this is I will go to this little square box here, and I will go fit, and then when it goes over it, nothing's going to move. It's just going to stay like that. As you can see, the gap I allocated for this photo to go in is here. And the photo itself is going on for longer than that. So what I need to do is I need to shorten it to fit in the gap. Otherwise, talking will be going over the photo. And the way I do that is I just pick this little spot here, and I just go on I don't really go into the details of it. So now if I turn the audio back up, you can see that the photo fits perfectly into the gap.
Into the turn blue. This is a picture of a snake in blue. So if your snake is like that, I wouldn't recommend...
Okay, so now you can see that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and find a few more errors, because I know there are a few of them, and I'll find a few, and then I will come into I will do an outro for this video. Another thing that I like to do is I hate the small gaps, like at the start where it takes like a second or two to begin. So here, you can see there's a bit of one. What I like to do is put it up really big, and then there you go, split clip, and gone, and then I'll bring it back down. So yeah, I'll go and find a few more errors and I'll fix them like the way I've shown you. But thank you guys for watching this video. This has only been a little bit of a bonus Wednesday video, but I do hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, leave a like and subscribe, and leave any video requests you have in the description. And yeah, it's been JSM6.